live.
All right, we're good?
We're good.
Okay, gang, are we ready? Take a few breaths, take an inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, take an inhale and exhale. Good, one more time. So take an inhale and exhale. I thought we'd do we'll do a little bit of shoulder rolls. I thought we'd do a little old-fashioned warm-up again and just roll the shoulders. Knees are soft. Roll the shoulders the other way around. Good, and then let's bring it into a little bit of march. Give yourself a little bit of room at home and add a little bit of march. We'll just do a bit of warming up before we pick up any weights. And then go a little wide. And a little narrow. And a little lunge back. So a little lunge back and up. Watch behind you guys. Check out what's behind you. And lunge, add a little bicep curl. And lunge. Good, let's do 4 more. And go 4. And 3. And 2. And last one, a little side to side. So do a little side, little toe touch. Good, a little arm over the head. This will bring it back, Linda. That's it. Good, a little hamstring. Little side to side. Little tricep press. And here comes the touch step, guys. No grapevines. I'll take out your entire living room. Here comes a little heel. And heel. Heel. Good, here comes the knee. And knee. And knee. Okay, we need some tunes here. Add a little cross. Cross. Good, a little kick forward. And a little kick. Brings you back to the aerobic days. And here's the heel dig. And heel. And heel. Good, now bring the feet together and we're just gonna step side and back. And side, back to your center, side. And here comes a little rotation next time, so rotate and back, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate. Good, let's do 4 more. And 3, and 2, and last one. Bring it back into small squats. So about as wide as your hips and small. So we are going to do a fair amount of squats today. So take it easy with the knees. That's it. Stick your boot back. That's it. Abs are in. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. Good. Just bring the arms down. Just add small pulses. Get that weight back in your heels. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. And then just take it up. Hang on to a wrist. Take a nice reach up and over. A little lateral stretch. And then the other wrist. Come across the other side. And then I'll just go sideways. So from here, I just want you to stick your butt back. And then just round to the back. And extend out through your spine. And round it up. Draw the abdominals in toward the spine. And lengthen. And round. And lengthen. Let's just do a couple more. And around. And lengthen. And around. And lengthen. Now from here, just hinge back up. We are going to do some sort of fake deadlifts that'll be coming up. So I'll cue you in that position when we do that. But I want you to think about that hinge from the hip when we're doing them. I'll tell you when we get there. Anyway, grab your bands, gang. And whichever band that you have, hopefully you do. You can use, hang on. You can use your ball if you like to sit on. I'll stay standing on this one because I'm not sure where I'll end up here. But you could sit on the ball. You get a wide base of support. So you're going to take your band. Usually I clip my thumbs around From here, we'll add some squats. So if you're sitting on the ball, feel free to just sit there. And this time, we're gonna do sets of 12. And then those of you who have been doing this know that I don't count very well. So please, and everybody will work a little different. So now I'm gonna draw that band down toward my sternum. Don't forget to breathe, guys. Pull the elbows out to the side. So watch where that band is coming. It should be just on your sternal notch. And then if you're adding, you're gonna add a little bit of extension through the back. Draw your elbows in towards your sides. That's it. Janice, wish you were here. We'll say that's 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. You're gonna put the band down. You're gonna need 2 weights for this next exercise. We've done this one before, the single arm roll, with just the one arm. But today I thought we would do doubles and alternate. So get in a good position from your hinge back, and then we're gonna go into that double arm roll this time. So your head's gonna be in line with your spine. You're gonna draw the elbow up to the ceiling. You're gonna bring your weight to the outside edge of the pelvis. That's it, make sure the abdominals are drawn in. That's it. So we used to call this a lawnmower row in the old days. That was a joke, guys. And the lawnmower row. So you got 24 of these babies. Make sure you're staying solid. You can always do a single arm. That's it. And I'm gonna go 6, because I have no idea where I am. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. Good. Put the weights down, grab your band again. And we're gonna go back to another lat pull. So I'll sit on this one, guys. You could stay standing, add your weight or add your squat with it if you like. So band's just above, forward in my head, and then exhale. So remember we talked about last couple times about the boinga boinga. So this is boinga boinga. That's it. We want to try to keep the tension in your band. Exhale as you come down. Elbows in like little chicken wings. Good. And let's do 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. And then grab your weights again. 1 more set of these babies. So remember, your option is to do a single, do 12 on one side. I'm going to alternate today just for a little variety. So hinge at the hip, neutral position with the back. Head is looking slightly forward. Your eyes are looking slightly forward. Your head would have a hard time doing that. And 4, good. Remember, it is a bit more labor intensive when we're doing single. 7. Good, keep going. That's it. Inside. Coming just out to the outside of the pelvis. Elbows track to your ceiling. Abs are in. Back is long, knees are bent. Good, let's do 4 more. And go 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Now you can put your weight down, guys, or hang on to it. I'm gonna put my weights down. We're gonna go into some squats. Remember, you could always take your ball over to the wall, put it behind you, and do your squats from there. So we're gonna come sideways, feet a little bit wider than the hips, and we're gonna do 12 squats. So get your weight back into your heels, press through the heels as you lift up. Good. Your line of vision is slightly forward, slightly down. That's it, press through the legs. And 5, get your weight back on your heels. And 6. But we don't have anything to hang on to, so they'll have a little bit more compression in your knees. Good, abs are in. I hope you guys are counting. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one, we're gonna go into a lunge. Maybe you need to hang on to something to your lunges. Maybe you're okay. I'm just gonna start with single leg back and into our slight maiden Merkle. So you're gonna drop the knee down and up. So go as low as you can, guys. Remember, I've still got not quite a functioning hip here. And 4, good. And 5. 11 this, and 6. 7. And 8. Straight down, straight up, just like the carousel horse. And 10. And 11. And then just switch sides. So other leg leads. Get a nice wide base to support. Think about that pole, it's coming right down to the top of your head. And 3. And 4. And 6. Just keep thinking how good this is for you. 7. And 8. And 9. That's it. And 11. And 12. Just shake it out. Now, grab your weights. We're going to go back and do another set of upright rows this time. So I'm going to stay standing for this one. My knees are bent, a little externally rotated. I'm going to hang onto the weights, pull the elbows out to your side and back. So elbows out. Now you could be doing this with a band if you have your band as well. Or you can use your soup cans. 5. And 6. So elbows flare out to the side. And 8. And 9, good. And 10, standing tall. Good. And then take a little break, maybe take your little ear to your shoulder. Just watch for tension in the neck. Now we're gonna go into a shoulder press from here. So putting the luggage in the luggage rack. If that doesn't work for you, gang, you're gonna go with a lateral lift from here. Otherwise, we're gonna go into a shoulder press. So you're gonna, the weights are gonna be slightly forward. So think of that diamond shape that comes up and the weights meet into your center, softest in your knees. Remember, if that's not working for you, lateral lift. And let's say 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Good. And 11. And 12. Take a little break. We're going to go back to those upright rows. So shake it out. And here we go. Elbows out to your side. And back. Remember, you could be doing this with your band as well. You might have to cross it over to keep enough tension in it. That's it. And 5. We're improvising these days. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9, good. And 10. And 11. And 12. Back to your shoulders. Remember, alternate is from here. I'm going to add a little bit of rotation this time. So I'm going to rotate and back. And rotate. Remember, no grippies with your paws. This one's would be a little tricky if you have a band. Sometimes they're not long enough to go over your head. That's it. Don't forget to breathe, guys. 5, no grippies. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. Here comes 12. And then just take a little break, maybe just slide the weight down to one side, give your neck a little stretch. And then to your other side. And then we're going back to squats. So you can hang on to your weights, but I'm going to put them down. So now I'm going to go a little bit wider with my squat. This time, maybe a little externally rotated. And I'm just going to add squats. So make it a little different from whatever you did on the last shot. That's it. Sit that butt back, weight into your heels. That's it. And 5. Maybe you want to use the weights on your shoulders. And 6. And 7. Sit back, abs are in. And 8. Counterbalance with your arms. And 9. And 11. And 12. Now watch the change. Now we're going to go into a squat and lift. And squat and lift. And squat. Lift. Lift. and squat. And lift, and squat, and lift. Good. And let's do 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. We're going back to lunges. So let's alternate this time. So make sure when you're stepping back, you're really stepping back. So we want to watch that alignment from your knee and your ankle. So squat it back, or sorry, lunge it back, and lunge. That's it. Maybe the arms are going forward. Maybe the arms are going over your head. Go back, push off, and push. And lunge it back, and push. And lunge, and push, and lunge. Good. Let's do 4. And 3. See, she still doesn't know how to count. And 2. And last one. Bring it up. Grab your weights. So I would go with something perhaps a little bit lighter with my weights for this one here. We have done this exercise previous. So I'm going to get back into that hinge position. I don't know, for some reason I take my thumbs onto the front of this, and I'm going to lift and lower. Good. So keep looking slightly forward with your eyes. You're going to do 12. Watch for momentum. You could go from here. So there's a little bit of softness in the elbow. And you're going to do 12. Try to minimize the amount of tension in your neck. That's it. 8. When you get to 12, stop. 10. We'll say 11. And here comes 12. Good. From there, whoa! I would advise doing that with weights in your hand, guys. Now we're going to go into that deadlift that I talked about. That would have been funny for you guys. And you're going to take your hands on the side of the head. So here comes that hinge that I talked about. So you're going to hinge back and up. So I'm going to go long through the spine and up. So press through the legs. My butt goes back. My torso goes forward. I've got a long line. Press through your feet. You should feel this hopefully in the back of your hamstrings. Make sure your abs are pulled in. So it's kind of like a fake deadlift. Good. How about 3 more? Okay. And 2. And last one, guys. Pick up your weights again. One more time. Remember something not too heavy, because you're going to repeat that exercise again. So maybe you're over the ball. Don't try to get up with your weights hanging on. Didn't work. And then, so assume your position. That's it. Each movement should have control. So there's no swinging, no momentum. So I'm slightly bent over. Good. Elbow soft. And 5. Wrists are straight. That's it. And 7. And 8. And 9. 10. And 11. And 12. Then, while I have you with your weights in your hands, you can sit, you can stand for this one. And we're just going to do 4 raises. So I would go with something not really too heavy. And then I'm going to lift about as high as my shoulder. That's it. And 3. So sitting tall. If you're on your ball, you can stand. And 4. And 5. And 6. We are going to do 1 more of those deadlifts. And 7. And 8. That's it. No momentum. And 10. And 11. And here's 12. Good. Put the weights away. We're going to do 1 more set. So hands onto the side of your head. Get in that position with that hinge game. And then you're going to hinge it forward and back. And hinge. My knees are soft. And then press through the heels. So hinge over the body. And If that's too much, you can always change your arms from here. And go 6. And 7. And 8. Inch from your hips. And 9. 10, your abs in. 11. Here comes 12. And here comes 12. Shake it up. We're gonna go back into one more little itsy bitsy set of squats and lunges. Told you we're gonna do lots of them today. So pick a different position this time. Maybe you want to be a little bit more externally rotated, but still gonna go back. We're gonna go down for 3 and up for 1. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and up. Good. And sit back. 2, 3, press up. Good. And 1, 2, 3, and press. And 4, good. And 5, and 6. Go slow down. And 7. And 8. And 9. Press the legs. 10. And 11. And 12. Good. Now hold it down. Hold it here. And then you're going to lift. So stay low. Lift the heels. You can take the arms out to the side. You can take them on your hips. And lift. Stay low. Get a little lower. And lift. And lift. And lift. Good. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. Bring it in. Shake it out, guys. And then we're going to move into a lunge to a hold. So a little bit of balance. You might need your chair onto your side. I'll show you from the front. So we're going to lunge back and then hold. Woo-hoo. And lunge back. And see if you can hold. Maybe you have that chair. And lunge it back. And hold. And lunge. Push off that foot. And hold. And lunge. That's it. Remember, balance is a skill. You need to practice it to have good balance. It just doesn't happen. 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. And hold this next one here. Hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. And then change. So take the other leg back. So give it a lunge. And a hold, try to balance. Step back. And 3. 4, good. Step way back. And 6. Push off that foot. And 7. And 8. Got 2 more. And 11. And 12. Now you might want to stay here with your chair, or I always get this crazy vision of watching you guys walking around your house with the band on your legs. But we have done this one, so you can. Option would be to step side through your house. Don't forget to come back though, guys. And if that's not working and you don't have a band, then I'm going to stand really tall and I'm going to lift and lower for 12. That's it. Or walk around your house. That's it. Now we can see I try to stand upright. That's it. 11 and 12. And then change legs or go in the other direction. Remember, you can take some options. So other side, guys. Or you might want to just do a push and push a little behind. A slight push behind. Play with it a little bit. You'll feel it. That's it. Just try not to wobble too much like a penguin. That's it. Or you're on your other side. Still lifting. Little internal rotation. And lift. And lift. Good, are you breathing? Still walking like a penguin? That's it. And then we're gonna alternate. So if you're, I just added a little plie in between there, but if you have your band, try not to wobble too much from side to side, and then lift. It depends on the band you have, guys. You could add a little squat, a little push back behind, a little push to the side. You'll know. Good, and let's do 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Take that band off. And then from there, we're gonna take the band forward. So get a wider base of support. So get into a little bit wider second position. And you all can do a little bit better than I can with that. You're gonna take your hands onto your band. We're gonna add the squat and then pull wide. So pull, that's right, remember, watch the board, yeah. That's it. And 4. Good. That's it, drop the hips down, that's it. Breathe in. That's it. And 7. And 8. And 9. Watch the knees. Tracking over your second and third toe. 11. And 12. Good. Take a little break. And then we're going to go on to a diagonal. So we're going to do a diagonal and a diagonal. And as we do that, we're going to pop a heel and pop a heel. And diagonal. And heel lifts. And diagonal. And diagonal. Good. How we doing? That's it. Coordination. Good. Let's do 4 more. And go 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. Take that band just underneath your feet for just a sec. And then hang on to that band. And then just lean sideways. Just get a little stretch. And then follow your ear up and over to the other side. Pull down with the arm. And then we're going to move to calf raises. You might be able to get away with hanging on to weights if your balance is good. Otherwise, you're going to hang on to a chair. And we're just going to lift. So we've been working on this one, your calf raises. So you're going to lift and lower. So remember, all 10 toes don't roll to the outside of your feet. If you're not sure, take a little peek down. So all the way up, straight to the top of your head, and lower down. 5, good. 6, and 6. And 7, lift. It's as if you had a string attached to the ceiling. Yeah, let's just do a couple more. And lift. And now we'll go into that single leg. So readjust your weight a little bit. Take that other leg off. We're just doing 10. We've been working on 10. And hopefully this one's getting better. And 4, maybe test your balance every once in a while. See if you can do it without hanging on. Maybe a finger. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10, and then just switch sides. Same thing, maybe you just need a finger to hang on with. Maybe this is your stronger side. And then 3. I hope this is getting easier. And 4. 5. And 6. That's it. And 8. And 9. And 10. And then just run through your feet just like you would if you had your feet on the reformer. Just run through, knees track forward. And lift through, lift long to the top of your head. And then just take a leg back, take a little stretch into your calf stretch. So watch that back heel isn't parallel. And then just lean forward slightly so you can feel that stretch to your calf. That's it. I can see you. And then just walk that foot in a little bit more and then just sit. So sit directly down. And then switch sides. So take the other leg forward, the other leg back, watch your alignment, lean into that front leg. And then take that back leg in, and then just sit. Sit, bubble. Calves. Now we're gonna go back into a little bit of a balance game. So up to you whether or not you need something to hang on to. We're gonna take right leg, left leg, it doesn't really matter. Leg back. And then we're gonna hinge forward from your hip and then come up from here. So hinge back, little arabesque, and 2, good, breathe, that's it. And focus, and 3. And 4, nice. And 5. And 6, we're only doing 6. Yay. That's it, and then switch sides. So, lunge back, and lift, and here, and bring it up. That's it. Not too high, try to keep your hips facing down to the ground. And 4, and 5, and 6, good. Break it down, guys. You might want to take a little figure 4 stretch. You might want to cross leg over, flex the foot, and then just sit back. That's it, get a little lower than me if you can. And then switch your rooney to your other side. So bring the other leg across, down, sit, flex the foot, and sit back. And up. So we are going down to the floor. You will need some weights with you. As we go down, I'll move a little bit further forward because I think I can. And you'll need your ball. So from here, make sure you have your weights and a ball. And we're just going to go into hip lifts. So take your weights, pop them on one side of you, and then the other side. And then come on down. I hope you can see me, guys. If not, hopefully you get the audio. So from here, legs are about hip width apart, lengthen out to the back of your head, nice long line through your neck, and then press through your feet. And we're just gonna lift up and lower back down. So you're gonna lift and lower and lift. So glutes and hamstrings are working. Maybe you don't wanna come quite all the way down. Maybe leave an inch or so underneath you. That's it, squeeze the glutes and lift. Remember, bridging makes the world go round. It's like broccoli. That's it. And 6, good. And 7. And 8. And 9, press firmly into your feet. And 10, we'll go 2 more. And 11. And 12. Now we're gonna add the weights into a fly. So you're gonna start with your hands just above your chest. It's not really a great landmark, but you're gonna lift the arms and let the arms come out to your side, a little bit of bend, and come around the beach ball. So out and around, watch that you're not going too far. Good, and breathe. Now, if you wanted to add the hip lifts, feel free to do that. Otherwise, you could just focus on the arms. And 5, good. So a little bit of softness up and around. It has a round shape. And 7. Good. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. Here we go with 12. And then take both weights in your hand if they're not particularly heavy. And we're gonna do a pull over, which we have done previous. So just hang on to those suckers. A little bit of bend through the elbows and then pull up and over. So the weights reach over your head and pull. Now you could add a lift if you wanted on this one. Up to you. Or maybe you just focused on the arms and that's fine. And 5, good, pull. And 6. 7, that's that nice and controlled. And 8. 10. We're gonna go right into triceps from here after these last couple here. So we're gonna set up for that by bringing the arms just above the shoulders. You'll need a single one in each arm, and then elbows point to the ceiling, and you're gonna drop that elbow, drop the weights down to the side of your head. Sometimes this is called the skull crusher, but let's not. That's it, so elbows are pointing up to the ceiling, fully extend, so you can feel the back of the arms working. And let's see, got to count, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, good. Put those babies down, and we're gonna flip over and go into a little bit of plank, so your choice, gang. We are going to either come down onto the forearms, maybe you wanna come up into your arms, you know this, and then take the toes back, and then just drop yourself down. If that's not working for you, you could always go into a plank from here. You can go into your plank from here. Are you breathing? Breathing, breathing, breathing from wherever that plank is, guys. Maybe it's down here. Hold on to that plank. And then just see if you can push off your toes. And back, hang on, the abs are in. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. And then lower yourself all the way back down. Take a little bit of extension, so take an inhale. And then exhale all the way down. We're gonna go into side plank, which I do believe we did the other day. So one choice, so your elbow is gonna be underneath your shoulder. You can tuck your feet back behind you so that I can see the bottom of my feet. And I'm just gonna lift up into that plank. And I'm gonna hold it there, lift up through the rib cage. Otherwise, you could possibly be here. You could be up on the arm, totally up to you. But we are gonna do a bit of a flip from here. So I want you to slide that arm back down so you're into your plank again, and then just go to the other side. You're gonna see my butt end from here. That's it, and hold it there, lift out of the shoulder, lift out of the shoulder. And then slide back to your center, arms across from here. Hold it there, drop your hips down a little bit more. And then lower back down. Maybe go into a bigger extension that time, guys. Bigger than me. And then just press yourself up onto your knees. Now you might need to pad your knees a little bit on this one. So maybe fold up your mat. And we're gonna go into a little bit of push-ups. So let's start with a wider base. I'm gonna turn my hands slightly in, drop the hips down, and here we go. You're gonna do 12 of these babies. That's it. Elbows track out to your side. You can do this. 5, nobody can see you wincing. And 7, to the top of your head. And 8. And 9. 10. And 11. And 12. We're gonna flip over and do either a hamstring or with the ball. So your option will be to bring your feet up into the ball, use your arms, get a wide base of support, and then you're gonna lift and then pull that ball in and back. So think about heels coming towards your sit bones. That's it. If that doesn't work for you, gang, you can just go back and do a little bit of bridging, or or you can stand. I'll show you, I'll give you a variation standing, and keep on going if you're there. Otherwise, you could stand and do a little pulse. We've done this one before. And pulse, 2, 3. Otherwise, if your feet are onto the ball, keep rolling. Oh, you there? I'm trying to see who's doing that. There you go. And do 4. And 3. And 2. Nice job. And last one. Good. then come all the way over. We're gonna flip over again. I'm gonna use the ball, but you wouldn't have to. Grab your weights, bicep time. So grab those weights. So your choice would be to come over your ball. Doesn't matter where you start on this one, but you're going to lean over into your ball and give me some biceps for 12. So watch that the wrist stays nice and solid. Elbows are anchored. If that's not working, gang, you could always go from here, and I could take my arm against my leg and go that way. So you're gonna do 12 on one side, fire up those guns. That's it. Or you're over the ball. Remember, it doesn't matter where you start. It's all angle specific. Hello, Baxter. Hi, Baxter. Baxter is here. Hi, Baxter. And up. Good. And once you get to 12, give it a little break. And then we're gonna come up onto the ball and do one more set of biceps. So you will need probably a little bit heavier weights, guys, for biceps. And I'm gonna just come up onto the ball, onto your chair, and then add a little bit of rotation this time. So remember, easy peasy with the hands, no gripping. Good. And 5. That's it. And 6. And 7. And 8, good. And 9. And 10. And 11. And 12. Then hinge forward, press your palms up to the ceiling and lift and lower. So straight arm press behind you. And 3. You saved all our smaller but mighty muscle groups for the end. And left. Good. Watch for tension in your neck, gang. Try to put your tongue behind your teeth. La la la. It's hard to talk, but it works. Good. Now let's go 2 more. And then you're gonna get rid of these guys. And we're coming back down to the floor. So you could leave your legs on the ball if you wanted to, or not. So my legs could be up on the ball. Otherwise, I'm gonna just support my head, interlace your hands behind your head, and then we'll just go into a little bit of rotation. Elbows stay up to your side, shoulder crosses over to the knee, and rotating and rotate. Maybe you want to start adding a knee. And knee. That's it. And breathe. Good. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Bring it down. We're going to slide up onto your forearms. Really lift out of the chest. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of biking. So lift up tall. And add a little biking with legs. And reach. And reach. And reach. Take the legs up. And then up and over to tick-tock to one side. And to the other side. And tick-tock. And back. And then just bring your arms forward a little bit. And just lift. And lift. There's still some gyro. And lift. And lift. Couple more. And lift. And bring your legs all the way back down. Roll back down, gang. Take your arms up to your side. Drop your knees to one side. Take a little stretch. I didn't leave very much time to stretch today, guys. But I know I can trust you to do that on your own. And then I'll lift up and over. Maybe the head's going in opposition. And then come back to your center. Extend your legs, flex your feet, take your arms over your head. Maybe give it a good old roll up. So take an inhale, and then exhale. If that doesn't work, use your hands. And then a little bit of bend into the knees, hinge forward, stretch out the hamstrings. I hope you guys broke a little bit of a sweat. It's hard to tell because I can't see your face. That's it. And then just maybe sit onto your ball or cross-legged, whatever works for you. A little posterior stretch. Oh, there's you, Linda. I see you now. Hi. And come across. And then let's move into tricep. Bring the arm behind you, pat yourself on the back, elbow up to the ceiling. And then just switch over any sides. And then just bring the arms up, maybe a little twist from here. So take your hand on the outside, rotate, breathe. I think we might all be missing a little bit of breathing these days. And then lift up and over and rotate. Sit tall, guys. And then interlace your hands behind your back, open up the chest and the shoulders, draw the arms down, lift the chest up. And then just bring your hands onto your knees, take your ear towards your shoulders, maybe look slightly up. It's sunny out there. And then come on up, drop the ear to the shoulder, maybe a slight little tilt. And then come back to your center. Let's go on a few breaths. Take an inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale one more time. Take an inhale up, interlace the hands, turn them inside out, lift up. And then give yourself a big hand or pat on the back for joining us today, gang. It's so important to keep moving, especially during these times. And we really appreciate you being with us. And hope you stay in for the next one. Thanks, Linda.
Here we go. Thank you, Joan.
You're welcome, Lisa. I can't wait to get a tour of your house.
Yeah, it's
Soon.